hand and you realize
Yeah, I can't believe it's happening either. It's happening fast. Been gaining a lot of subscribers and watch hours quickly. YouTube's like any other job. It'll work if you work it. Mhm. It'll work if you work it. There's no way you can go late. Yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing. You don't got no you don't got a strong work ethic, you ain't gonna make it anyway. This is Woodlawn Cemetery on the right of us. It's a big old cemetery here in the Bronx. But yeah, I wanna say in a month. About a month. Except we're getting a lot of subscribers, a lot of millions. Good morning. Heading to work, rainy day. I like the rain. Right now we're on 233rd. 233rd. Going to work. It's 2:30 to show you. This is Woodlawn Cemetery. It's gonna take down. Not knowing it was a possibility to monetize. It's just like, let me turn it on. And little did I know. That I would garner the attention that I did. And all from new people. Shout out to all of you guys and gals. Turn it off completely. Michael, what's up from Illinois? That's what's up. My fault. I was driving. I couldn't read and drive. I just got out at midnight. Going back in at 8 a.m. Less than a 8-hour turnaround. Excuse me. This whole time I have my headlights on. Just halfway to work with the lights on. But yeah, my people, it ain't that hard. If you're doing it. It ain't that hard if you're doing it from the heart. You know what I mean? It's something you would have been doing anyway. But if you got some passion for it, it'll go. You know, this isn't like you gotta figure if you ever want to be a boss, or if you ever are a boss. It doesn't work the way it works when you're an employee. You know what I mean? When you're your own boss, when you're doing your own thing, if you're not moving, nothing's happening. Everybody wants to be a boss, but are you a boss? Can you get up early when you're tired? It's not to do it once or twice when you need the money, but when you don't need the money, when you've been alright. Consistency. It's hard to stay consistent. That's what a lot of people's problems is. You got more talent than me, but you're not as consistent as me. it isn't hard to do neither. Sometimes you look at something like, a lot of the, not a lot of the time, most of the times, we end up creating problems for the solution. We have a solution to get out of debt. We have a solution to, Instead, what do? We create a problem. Like, oh, maybe I could do YouTube like these guys. Oh, but I need a fancy studio. I need an expensive camera. I need to, start where you are. Start where you are with what you have. It's gonna be all right. Just stay consistent. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, for some people, it's much easier. But yeah, it's incredible. Work in silence, my people. Don't be loud about it. Don't tell everybody, oh, I'm doing this, and work in silence. People you know, not everybody. People you know, sadly, are the ones you gotta watch out for. A lot of situations crumble because of people, insiders, people who know us, people who essentially can hurt us because they know us. About to be the paved asphalt. But yeah, it isn't hard to, you know what I mean? To come up the way people say. It isn't hard to come up. You just gotta get up in order to come up. You know what I mean? Again, sometimes, you hear, oh, somebody did, the same thing you do, and you're like, oh, I'm better than he is. But you're never around. And he is, And all of these people, it's like, don't take advantage of the gift they have. You know what I mean? A lot of us are like, well, I'm better than these people. So because you're better than those people, you feel you don't have to work. And it's not like that. They say talent is the again, somebody with talent with no drive is not going to go anywhere. Somebody who has less talent or more drive. You see a comedian and you're like, oh, he's not that funny, but he's working harder than your favorite comedian or your favorite musician or actor or actress or whatever. cheat code? You want the formula? That's the formula. That's the cheat code. The way to win. And guess what, guys? This is the cheat code to win anywhere. Anywhere. This isn't just the cheat code to win on YouTube. Cheat code to win in life. And you know, sometimes you're like, oh, but I gotta, my job ain't that good. And well, listen, you can always better yourself. Again, it's all about working. All this comes full circle to work. You know what I mean? You might have to go and work on yourself. Invest in yourself. We've all had to do it. Some of us have had to do it. Some of us, we did it because we knew, you know? I gotta step my game up, man. Like, so that's the formula. If you want to win, this guy, like, just turn green. Let's just let him go. This guy's gonna rush. Let's see what he does now. He was in a rush to double park the car. Check that out. Your rush, huh? Well, get on then. It's the beautiful thing about New York City. Everyone's in a rush to go nowhere. Let's see if this thing opens up for me. Yes. But yeah, the formula, the success, to not only YouTube but everything is work. You gotta work. Probably don't want to hear that, but you gotta stay consistent. I've never seen anybody get fired for getting to work every day. You know, on time or ahead of time. Being consistent. I'm sure it exists somewhere. Somebody will tell you different. I used to show up every day early, and they still fired me. Consistency beats out. You know, like consistency is always going to beat out. You know, your skill. It's not bad to have skills, but if you have skills and you're consistent with it, you're gonna go somewhere in life. You go somewhere in YouTube, you're gonna go somewhere. So again, haven't seen anybody eat a box of donuts and every day and end up with a great physique. It just doesn't work that way. You gotta work. Be consistent and you'll see. It's a lot easier than you guys would imagine. That's it. That's the secret formula. up and work. In order to come up, we gotta get up. So many people just want to be, comfortable. I went from having, let's say maybe two to 10 subscribers, something like that. 100 and I don't know, I want to say maybe 6 now, 107. It's not a lot because people are like, oh, it's not a lot. It happened fast. So I could only imagine, imagine a year from now. Again, this is done in between time. This isn't my main, well, not even my main, this is nothing yet, because I'm not monetized yet. But I see that now it's possible. I wasn't thinking about that. And I see, dang, it's not even that hard. Yeah, it's not too hard. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent, and everything else will start to happen the way it's supposed to. Again, same thing. You got a job and you're just showing up, for the 8 hours you're trying to hide. You might not be cut out for none of this. There's no hiding here. There's no cutting corners here. There's no cutting corners when you're the one running the show. Again, it's easy to show up for someone else and they pay you. It's a lot harder when you got to show up, do the work, and get paid. It's different. You always got to get paid. That's the main name of the game, right? It's getting that money to feed the family. But again, when you work for someone else, then you can do that easily. You just got to show up. They'll take care of the rest. When you're trying to get it on your own out the mud, you better start working. And like they say, if there's not somebody disliking what you're doing, you're not doing it right. Because even if people are gonna clown you and be like, oh yeah, I like it, and talk behind your back, remember, they talking behind your back because that's what they are. They're behind you. You know what I mean? They're never gonna be ahead of you. They, figure, in the beginning is all fun, like, oh look, your haters do your work for you. So it's like people are always upset. But a hater is a valuable thing. That's what they call him, a hater, right? They work for free. That's why I love them, Normally what a hater does is he'll share that video amongst his other hater friends, you know what I mean? 5 or 10 of them, and then they'll come with their best insults, and you know what happens. People gather there to read it's hilarious. Sometimes when you watch a funny video, The next thing you do, if you can't stop laughing, you go to the comments, because you know that the comments are going to take you out completely. So again, if you don't got no haters, you're not working hard enough. I suggest you start working a little more, so they could dislike you a little more and share it. And again, don't take none of that stuff serious. I'm skipping over those things, man. I guess that's another thing. You gotta have a strong mental, because don't think you're gonna get on here and it's gonna be all sunshine, because it's not. And believe me, you're gonna, there's some days you're gonna be like, yo, why am I even doing this? But again, stay consistent, my friends. Stay consistent and you'll see. Stay consistent, and before you know it, you'll be like, wow, look at how far I've come. See that eventually the rain stops. You know what I mean? Just stay consistent, my people. Keep showing up. Everything is you ready. Consistency. That's what it's all about. Forget about going, to the top on the first post or the first whatever. It's just like switching jobs. Sometimes you might do a certain job and, you switched employers and you might know more than all the people you work with in your new spot. You might, but don't expect to be, the number one guy there when you just got there. That comes within time, and it does come. It just takes time. Time, dedication, and patience gets you there. A lot of things too is like you gotta figure. I mean, I don't know what it is, but some people go viral and go on their first video, and they might carry the success for a few videos, but then when it doesn't work, they turn to shambles because all they knew was to win. I feel like doing it, either way is good. I'm not gonna tell you, But again, you almost find yourself when you're getting no views or small views, you finding yourself, you figuring out what is working. If it happens in one shot, everybody's formula is keep doing the same thing till it doesn't work anymore. again, if that's the way it came and that's the way it happened for you, then do that. But again, sometimes the long road is needed, so you know what to do consistently for longer, and you can find what works. This works. A couple of things are working, so I see it playing that way. This government shutdown, man, this thing is like, they're dragging it. It's crazy. Man, Trump, man. We're not gonna get into that. Consistency, my people. That's the word of the month. You heard? That's the word of the month. Consistency, my people. Not the word of the day, the word of the week, the word of the month. Keep that word in the front of your head. Not in the back of your mind. Keep it in the front of your head. Put a 30-day temporary tattoo on your head. Consistency. That's everything. You want that PlayStation 5 for Christmas? Get the cleaning your room. Stay consistent. Get good grades. Do everything right. Get up on time, clean up. Walk the dog, throw out the garbage, things that, come on. Be consistent. Be consistent, stay consistent, and you already know how it goes. You gotta like what you do. You like what you do and you stay consistent, you're gonna get somewhere. But if you want everything handed to you, you don't want to work, you don't want to be consistent, get a job until the job no longer works. And let you go because you're lazy, because you wasn't consistent. It's not hard. People show up. Be consistent. And again, even if you don't like what you do, if you were to take time to learn what it is that you do, you can dominate in those fields. I came from construction, from doing cement and concrete. So I became a maintenance man. And I'm like, I gotta deal with people's toilets and everything in between. You know what I mean? But I learned a lot of plumbing, a lot of electrical, I learned a lot of things that have made, you know, I've made a lot of, well, not made a lot, I've gained a lot of more, I've gained more skills, you know what I mean? I didn't have, I didn't know how to deal with toilets and wax rings and none of that. I was around it, because again, in construction, you got plumbers and electricians, but I didn't know it. And it's just crazy how those skills got added because, doing this job. And it was like, again, I was like, let me learn this as best as I possibly can so I could be as good as I can at my job. But imagine something happens and I got to leave from here. I already got experience here and I have, I have time here. So I have experience on the job. So if I had to go somewhere else, at least I'm going, I didn't do like every other job because I was guilty of it. Of not learning, going to jobs, just showing up, not consistent. When I finally got consistent, that's what I'm saying. This isn't for YouTube only. This isn't just a YouTube hack. This isn't just a YouTube, this is life's algorithm. You know what I mean? So, you just gotta be consistent. Get up. It's always a grind. But again, rise and grind. Get to it. Just gotta get to it. Look, I don't start work until 8 a.m. I don't start work for another hour. But you see, I'm consistent. I'm here. Mind you, got out at midnight. Got home like close to 1, a little before 1, but close to it. And now it says 7:05. I've been here for a few minutes already, so. Don't think that, don't think we're not tired, and don't think that, we're the happiest. Get a little cranky, But again, just show up, man. That's all the motivation I got for you. Show up, do more. Don't just show up, and hide for the 8 hours or cut a corner, cut all the corners. Because again, that's what you're gonna do when, when you gotta do it for yourself. Or you're not gonna know how when, you get free game from all these people that know it. Learn it. Learn it enough to, If you don't want to do it, at least you know it enough that you can go somewhere else and do it. But yeah, hard work and dedication will get you there. You know, stay consistent. That's all you need. Consistency is gonna win every single time. Even if you don't like it, you know, that's it. That's the cheat code. Just show up. Don't cut the corners. Don't show up and be like, oh, I'm not gonna do nothing. Because again, when it's your time and you gotta be the boss, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna cut corners and you ain't gonna make nothing happen. So I suggest be your best. Show up and do the job, learn the job. So if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else and do it better somewhere else. Or do it on your own. You know? But again, it's easy to show up to work and get a paycheck. It's hard when you gotta get up and create that paycheck and do the work, and so. But it could be done. It's a lot easier than you think. Don't be scared. Just gotta go for it. Don't be scared. You gotta make it happen. Take that leap of faith. Again, you ain't gotta like it. You just gotta do it enough to get the certification and skills, and then, you know, try to scale it up. Everybody started somewhere. So yeah, that's what it is. The word of the month. You know, consistency. Keep that word in the front of your head. Get a 30-day temporary tattoo. Stay consistent. You know what I mean? Stay consistent for a month, whatever it is. Trying to lose weight, you drink soda, don't drink soda. 1 month. Stay consistent with it. Or whatever. You a smoker, you trying to stop? No smoke for a month. A drinker, same thing. Whatever it is. You want to be a content creator? Do it for a month. Consistent. Whatever. Trying to work out? Do it. Consistent for a month. And see what happens then. You know? Sometimes that happens, you do it for a month and then guess what? Now you've fallen in love with that thing. And now, you know, that month turns into 2, 2 turns to 3, and then you'll see. Not before long. You'll be looking back, you know, your social media will be like 6 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago. You're like, wow. You've come a long way. In a short time, because you figure a year's a long time for a lot of stuff, and then it's short for a lot of others, right? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. You gotta do a year in jail, that's a long time. But sometimes you be like, I've been doing this for a year, say making videos or whatever. And you're like, it wasn't even a long time before it happened. But again, just stay consistent, man. It's the moral of the story and the word of the day. Stay consistent. As long as you do that, you're gonna go somewhere. You know, don't make any excuses. Just for a month. Stay consistent in that. Don't make no excuses for a month about that. Stay consistent. That doesn't even require you to do anything else. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna be a good day. As we going places, people. You know what I mean? So we staying consistent. And tomorrow, we're gonna do it again. And the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. Until we can consistently just chill. You know what I mean? Somewhere nice. I'm not saying this isn't nice, but you know. This is the way we live in New York City. In buildings. Most of the time. That's just the way you live. Or 2 buildings. 3 buildings. So yeah. It's just the way we live. It would be nice to have a backyard, a front yard. You know, a lot of us have pets. You shouldn't have a dog in an apartment, but we love our pets and we got them in apartments. You know what I mean? But you know, your pet likes to run around and do, you know what I mean? You got a pet, he or she wants to, you know, run around, and your kids as well. You know, sometimes you got a neighbor downstairs that's complaining because your kid is running. You know how it goes. But yeah, my people, stay consistent. Even when you feel like you don't want to do it. That's when it's real. That's when it's real. That's what separates the doers from the donors, from the do-notters, from the won't doers. You know what I mean. That's what separates the real from the fake. Yeah, not everybody's happy in the current situation they're in, but they ain't trying to change it either. They just, they gonna ride till the wheels fall off. But not me, not I. Trying to move forward, and that's what we're doing. We're moving forward, and it's happening easily because we just showing up. You know what I mean? I don't gotta be a favorite. I don't gotta be the best, but I'm consistent. I'm showing up, and again, Again, you just don't understand it. I'm like, oh, I don't get it. That's not funny, and that's not this, and that's not. It's not about that. It's about who's showing up. Have you not gotten it by now? People are taking a notice to me because I'm showing up. They're not, that simple. Showing up. And I haven't even started showing out. It's a method to the madness. So right now, again, I'm talking to 2. Maybe in another week or so, I'll be talking to 20, or 200, or 2,000, or 200,000. You never know how this game goes, and it's showing me that little by little. Hopefully, the next installment will get us there. I have, again, a couple of ideas that we're gonna see. We're gonna roll the dice. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? It doesn't go the way we planned, but if it does, we'll have this here that we can go back and look, and then just, when you see it move the way it did, then we can say, yeah, no. On this day, he had that. He said that. And 2 months, 3 months later. The beginning is always the hardest. I've learned so many things in this month that I'm like, wow, I thought there was more to that. Only to find out, no. And again, remember I told you I came from construction. I came from, labor. Manual labor. Heavy labor. So to push a couple of buttons to me is like, again, so your mental is a big part of it. You can't come in it thinking like, oh yeah, Again, there's gonna be people to talk. They're gonna leave negative comments. Listen again. What do you do when you make a video or you do something and they leave a negative comment on your page? What do you do? Or what would you do? Most people, you go to the thing, to that box. There's a box that you can literally put like a certain word. So let's say you don't want people to use a certain word on your video, on your comment. You can put that in there. So people can still insult you intelligently, and says that you'll be blocking a lot of words, But again, why would you do that? I don't block none of it. I don't take none of it down. I leave it up, not because I like to see it, but just because that was an engagement, and hopefully he got enough haters with him, enough of his hater friends that maybe they could start a small movement. And you figure if myself, if I'm reaching, I want to say the biggest video I put out probably got like 11,000 views. But again, if me, myself, excuse me, I could reach 11,000, imagine, well, 4 or 5 guys, especially if they're better at it than me. They're just not consistent. But if they want to consistently hate on me, thank you. Because you're just putting it in the masses. So yeah, that's the thing, man. Stay consistent. Keep on grinding. Don't think that, it's going to happen overnight. If it does happen overnight, hey, congratulations. Because, again, it doesn't happen for everybody overnight. But if it does happen to you overnight, congratulations. But for everyone else, get ready to work. And it'll work if you work it. That's a fact. So stay consistent. You already know how it goes. It isn't hard. Just show up. And don't show up, just show up. Show up and be ready to work. And it's gonna happen fast. Because it's showing me that, like, wow. All you gotta do is show up. You don't gotta be better than anybody else. All you gotta do is show up. And learn it at the same time. Again, don't just show up and be a body there, Show up, learn it, and do it, and you'll see. It goes for anything and everything. Whether you're creating content, whether you're cooking, whatever it is you're doing. Show up, learn it, even if this place is no good, like, learn the job. The place might not be good, but the people there have years of experience. If you can pick it up in months, take it and run with it. You know what I mean? Take what they got for you, apply it somewhere else. A lot of people are scared of change, not knowing you might be treated better somewhere else. But yeah, enough rambling, man. Happy Saturday morning. Thank you for tuning in, the people that did tune in, people that stopped by. You're ready. No matter where you're going, you're going to get there if you stay consistent. So yeah, my people. Thank you for tuning in. I'm about to go out. Get something to drink. Probably get something to eat. Because you're ready. You gotta start the day right. But yeah. I'll be here at 4 and then I'll get on after that to push the same consistent message. Stay consistent. You stay consistent, you're gonna go somewhere. You know what I mean? So you gotta do is stay consistent. Show up and learn it and do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, we out of here. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace.